Hello and welcome to Down the Vent. My name's Joe, and today we're going to try and climb some ladders and catch the moon. Without making it cry, we don't want to do that. Let's check it out. Alright, before we take a look at how to play Catch the Moon, make sure you hit the subscribe button so that way you can catch our reviews that we put up every Monday and Friday, and also our live plays that we scatter throughout the week every now and then. Okay, so how do you play Catch the Moon? Your turn will consist of rolling the die. There are 3 different options that will come up on the die. There is 2 ladders, 1 ladder, and the moon. If you roll the 1 ladder, you must place a ladder without touching any other ladder than the 1. So something like so. And it's not touching 1. It also cannot touch the cloud or the table. If you roll 2 ladders, that means you take a ladder and it must touch only 2 other ladders. If it touches 1, you have failed. If it touches 3, you have failed. So I'll try and do this here. Haha, look at that. Perfect. If you roll the moon, you get a little bit of leeway. You can touch 1 or 2 ladders, but it must be the highest point on the structure when you're done. So not only, you can't just place the ladder and be good with it, you have to be a little strategic. Like so. So it is the highest point still. I know it's a little hard to see for you guys, but I ended up touching a 3rd ladder right there. If you ever break the rules, knock over ladders, or if a ladder touches the cloud or the ground, you must take a tier. You will keep playing around and around, rolling the die, placing the ladder, rolling the die, placing the ladder. And there are lots of different shapes of ladders. I do want to point that out. They're not all the same. Like, there's this guy, and there's some with like broken rungs and things like that, like this, and there's skinny ladders and bigger ladders and all that kind of stuff. So it's not just like they're all basic ladders like, the basic ladder. You'll keep going around until either all the ladders have been placed or until the last tier has been taken. Then the person with the least amount of tiers wins the game, unless you took the last tier. If you take the last tier from the middle, you instantly lose the game. You cannot win, even if that's your only tier. If there is a tie for who has the most tiers, they will go around placing ladders until someone is out, until there's only one person remaining. And they must always place using the moon rule. So they can touch 1 or 2, but it always has to be the highest. So it's going to keep going higher and higher and higher. If you knock ladders around when you're trying to place yours, you can keep going as long as they don't touch the table or the cloud. And you still have your ladder in your hand. You can keep moving around until you let go of your ladder. Once you let go, you're in trouble. And you just remove all the ladders touching the ground, which would literally be the entire thing because I'm terrible. And you take a tier. So you don't take more than 1 tier though. But that's it. That is how you play Catch the Moon. Let's go head up and see what I think about the game. Okay, so what do I think about Catch the Moon? Boy, is this a fun game. It's easy to teach. There's a die with 3 things that can happen. That's it. I first saw this at Gen Con 2018. And I walked by the booth, and they're like, oh, you want to try demo? And I was like, there's ladders stacked up. Are you stacking the ladders in the game? They're like, yep. I was like, nope, I'm good. Let's buy it. And boy, am I happy I did. I've played this game a lot since I got it. You can play with kids. It says 6 and up. You can probably go younger than that because you're just stacking ladders. They just got to be careful because the ladders are all made out of wood. So if you put a lot of pressure on them, they'll break. But they're decent quality ladders, so I wouldn't worry about that. It's quick, it's easy to teach, non-gamers like it, gamers like it. The rules that are built around the dice, keep it interesting so that way you're not just stacking stuff, because it's not just Jenga, right? You're not just stacking pieces higher and higher until someone knocks it over. Like, there's legit, like, oh, you can only touch 1 ladder. Oh, you have to touch 2 ladders, or you can touch 1 or 2, but it's got to be the tallest, right? It keeps it very interesting, and it makes you push yourself to not just take the easiest placement. Plus, you can, if you put something in an awkward position, it makes it really harder for everyone else later in the game. So you can kind of screw over the rest of the players, which is fun. Yeah, and that's all I have for Catch the Moon. It is a wonderful game. I highly recommend you try it out. is very fun and easy to learn. So it's great for kids or families or gamers all alike. Speaking of that, do you see a game behind me that you'd like me to review? Leave a comment below of which one you'd like to see next, and I'll try to get it reviewed. And until next time, my name's Joe, and you've been watching Down the Vent. Bye!